Underground dialogue. We gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are. Do we bow? No, not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. Underground dialogue. We gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are. Do we bow? No, not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. From the industry to the Oval Office, we expose the darkest motives of them all and disclose what the protocol is. Thinking and moving logical, stopping every maneuver possible, and apologizing for truth is not optional. We gon' help you with what you go through, reshape and mold you, and sweep over them weak lies they told you. If you living with no clue, we gon' deprogram the old you, and you get to keep your soul too.
What up, man? It's your big brother K Reno
and your boy Key Stove.
Y'all are tuned in to another episode of the Underground Dialogue Podcast, where the name speaks for itself.
Yeah.
And these two brothers that I have with me, they work speaks for itself, man. You talking about in the 90s, man, just being a fixture in the underground H-Town scene in this rap business, in this industry, part of the legendary Killa Clan. They are, in my opinion, a great mixture of skillful rappers with dope cadences and dope styles mixed in with the content to match, always speaking on some real stuff. And also, in my opinion, one of the most underrated groups to ever come out of the city of Houston. My brothers, the Fakkulty is up in this thing, man.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? It's been long overdue, man.
What's up, man? Appreciate that, K, man. I was gonna say one of the most legendary hooks that catch you. I mean, back to back with these super crazy hooks, man, that'll just pull you in. Like they don't understand me.
Okay, well, cool. We'll talk about them like they ain't here then. You know, these brothers are so dope, and like I say, they were just a fixture in the early days and the X-Bam days and all that, man. And again, underrated is an understatement, you know, just from my point of view. Man, let's get right into it, man. We got V in the building, we got Cook in the building, my brother K-00. How'd y'all get started, man? What drawed y'all into this game and brought y'all together as a group?
Actually, man, back in like 90, I could say around about 94. You know, Pharaoh, Icy Hot. Actually, it was
it's good.
Actually, I want to say Drink. You know, Drink. Shout out to Drink.
Yeah.
We was just all just rapping, just rapping, man, like around like high schools and stuff like that. And then Drink introduced me to Pharaoh, and like I say, me, Cook, Water, and Malik, we already, you know, was forming a group, and basically, man, we just followed the street military around, man. Mm-hmm. Like we saw how, you know, that's our first, you know, understanding how to carry yourself as an artist, you know, how to you know, break down music, everything. We learned that from street military. Yeah. So we basically was just learning and feeding off of them. So around 94, 95, we started really getting serious. And then, like I said, we hooked up with Bam. Shout out to Bam. And basically that's mainly it, man. I mean, a bunch of just partners just sitting around, you know, just following a legendary group, you know.
So y'all was from the same neighborhood, or because you know, street was like north side, south side, there. Well, they was like a melting pot, but y'all all from the same area, like
they all from the same area.
Yeah. No doubt about it.
Yeah, most like we was from like most Missouri City.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were gonna be like, I was gonna say they broke up in the areas of most city because he was Quail Run. I think Malik was right around the corner from me and Huntersman 3. Walt was down somewhere else. And he said he was South Lawn. So the message still to me was the same, man.
Yes. Yeah. So Cook, how'd you connect? If they was all the same, how'd you end up being? Because I ain't know you from South Line.
Yeah. Look, he gonna take another. He gonna take another one.
Right.
Yeah, I had a aunt, man, that stayed in Quail Glen.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So you know, this long was rough, man. So my mom used to sit me over there on the weekend, and sometimes Clown not the one that we playing highball. They having shootouts.
Yeah.
All that old same stuff they doing over there now.
Right.
So basically, that's how I met them. I mean, I used to come on to Quail Glen, Missouri City on the weekends, and or sometimes my mom couldn't control me, man.
Yeah.
And my daddy sister, she the only one that could get a hold of me.
Right. You say your mama could or couldn't control? Couldn't control. Oh, I got you.
What could?
Yeah.
Could. I don't know how that worked, but that's how it was.
Yeah. So y'all first connections in terms of putting songs together? How'd the chemistry come together and say, oh, you know what, we got something, yeah.
But it's funny because like me and a guy, shout out to Tonio, a guy named Tonio, man, we kind of like was first to actually go in the studio and listen to ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, hey, we sound, you know. Then we brought it back to them, and they was like, hey, I want to hear my voice too, basically. So once we start hearing ourselves, and like we got the recognition from Pharaoh and Flea and Icy, like, hey man, keep doing what y'all doing. I think they kind of, you know, like say, hey man, we got something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how, as long as I got recognition from them, I knew, hey, we all right.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask why you were saying it, because Street Military by that time, they was already on that legendary path and just laying it out. You know, I always think about Ghetto Boy, Street Military. That's like from the group dynamic, that's what really set us off in Houston. And so to get that stamp from Street like that, man, you know, what was that? Because, you know, when you first starting, you kind of feel like you got something, but it takes somebody who you know it already sometimes to kind of like make you feel, all right, well, maybe if they say it, I must be all right.
Yeah, it's like I said, man, it's funny. It's funny, a quick little thing, like, me and Walter had gave Pharaoh the tape.
Yeah.
Man, he ran out and he did a backwards flip. I said, man, so I knew then, I said, hey, we must got something, man, because he excited.
Yeah, so Pharaoh was the first one to hear y'all out of the street.
Because I was 16 going on 17, man. He used to come stick me out, throw rocks in the window.
Yeah.
Like come ride with him, man, and you know, just hanging with him, man. And then eventually we started. But see, I'm gonna get even deep because now I forgot about Nut. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's who I first met.
Yeah.
Nut stayed across the Quail Glen. That's who I really first. But it wasn't about the music then. It was mostly about, you know, about being, but Nut too. I'm sorry, I meant to say Nut too.
Yeah, man.
Because Nut kind of stamped it when we started coming around them. Nut was like, oh, I know them. They solid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Man.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. I still get flashbacks of Nut at Boomerang doing them suicides on stage. Hitting all back. Jumping in, bam, all back, man.
Hey, he came with lumps on his head. He said, hey, the doctor said I gotta wear a helmet now.
No one of the realest to ever do it.
I always had a question about this when it came to Malik. How did y'all get Malik to start rapping? Because like I grew up with him. I've never seen him do any hip hop, nothing. No rapping to nothing.
I'm like, what?
That was the guy right there.
Let me tell you something.
Respect.
Before Street Military, Black Book.
Man.
Wow. Black Book.
I've been meaning to say something about this since we started talking about Street Military. Shout out to the big bros. It was on Street Military, Reno, Blank, the whole. It was SPC.
Man.
Period. That was it, man. That's all we listened to. And you know, we come up off of that.
Yeah.
Reno, when I first heard Reno, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Man, never seen to make I be arguing with them young dudes, man. Y'all better go put some Reno. Talking about some rapping, you rapping.
We taking the dimension.
Black Book, man. I'm talking about Ultimate Flow.
Yeah.
That's and we needed. I knew he had something. But when he came with that first flow, like actually, and his voice and like you said, cadence, I said, oh man, we gotta put him in the group, man.
Man, I never knew that, man. I really feel honored now, you know, just from all of y'all, but just, you know, R.I.P. Malik, just respect to our brother, man. Just, you know, it's an honor.
Yeah.
So y'all. Every artist comes to a point where when you just doing it just to be doing it, you're doing it because you love it. But then you reach that point where you say, hold on, man, you know, we might be good enough to actually do this for real, put records out and all that.
Yes, sir.
What was that moment for y'all when y'all say, man, let's go on and try to go for it?
We was at Bam and G-Rapp had an apartment. Actually, the whole Killa Clan used to chill out there. And Bam, I think we was doing a couple songs. And Bam came in and told us, hey man, X-Bam, J.O., you know, J.O. at the time, X-Bam wanted to, you know, sign an artist or, you know, whoever I come to. So we was like, man, hey, you know, like, hey, we finna just do I think the first song, it wasn't Negative Thoughts. I can't remember. But he came to us and was like, y'all give me 3 songs. You know what I'm saying? Give me 3 songs. And once we did them 3 songs and they submitted to X-Bam, I think that's what got our mentality like it's getting serious. Yeah. You know, cause we actually got to sit down and people like that wasn't our age and wasn't looking like us were actually, you know, like feeding into us. And I seen when they kind of like was like getting into it, I felt like we was strong enough then. I said, hey, we got something.
Yeah.
You know, we got something cause he actually wanted to sign us after that 3 tapes.
And man, I mean, I might be ignorant to this shit, but I never really knew who was the head of X-Bam Records. Who was the guy that was running that?
Jerry Oliver.
Okay.
It was no, Jerry Oliver. Yeah, sure, it was Jerry Oliver.
Yeah.
I couldn't say Pee Wee, but Jerry Oliver was actually the first one to make it move.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Make it move.
Yeah.
I always wanted to ask you, where did the name Fakkulty come from?
Man, let me tell you, man, it's funny, man, because we came with the faculty at first. Well, faculty at first, but we was thinking about the Spice 187 faculty. Mm-hmm. So we was like, man, because what I thought, you know, I was in school. I used to be in encyclopedias, dictionaries. You know, he be big on that too. And I heard on the PA system, faculty and staff. I was like, faculty.
Oh yeah.
I said, man, please come report. And I'm like, let's see what the definition of faculty. And I seen all them definitions.
Yeah.
You know, power mind. I seen, you know, he broke it down in rap one time. I'm telling you, I seen all them definitions. I said, man, that fit us right there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So after that, it was like, okay, it was time to do the album. So we all trying to figure out a name. So Pharaoh, we all sitting around. Okay. Let me tell you. We was all sitting around and we were trying to find a name. So Pharaoh was like, hey, I got it. We gonna call y'all Too Quick to Click. Quick to click for. Quick to click. Little Flea, thank you, Little Flea. Little Flea said, hey man, nah. Faculty, yeah, stick with the faculty. That's y'all.
Quick to click.
Yeah, man. So basically, I got it off the just dictionary and listen to the PA.
So that means if you went the other way, y'all group would have been called the staff around there.
Yeah. Well, actually, it was faculty and the staff.
Yeah.
Double entendre.
Yeah.
Nah, that's dope though, man. But y'all hit the scene. I remember y'all hit the scene and the buzz started clicking, just circulating around, man. And a lot of people was really, really on it, man. When y'all got the first taste of people liking y'all music and all that, just because we all just dudes that come up out the neighborhood, tried our hand at this, didn't really know how it was gonna pop, but we hoped for the best. When y'all start getting positive responses from the hood, what was going through y'all mind with that first?
Man,
and when was it?
Yeah, you know what? Because from my standpoint, I don't know about him. My standpoint, I felt like I wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because I'm going after you.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I'm never going to get that level, but I said I want to get at least close to that level. So I felt like I was still not, I felt like I still wasn't there.
Yeah, man,
you get what I'm saying?
Crazy.
That's what made me write harder.
But what about the people though?
And everybody else that was around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I was in the area, and when they came out, it was a wave.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was. I think it was them, and then it was like Half Dead.
Yeah,
and then it was like Gorilla Ma.
Yeah.
And they all held to the tier.
And
Kahinde. What was that group? He know because you did a song with him.
What's that?
Oh man, I can't think of that now.
Crook and all them. They
you probably man.
Yeah.
Too real.
But they was one for that was on the group out of Missouri City.
Right.
That it was on a couple groups that really was serious.
Yeah.
And like I say,
bad actors.
For me, I just felt like I was still hungry because I was still a student.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's how I felt. I just wanted to get better and better. So I didn't get that experience until actually we got on the road. You get what I'm saying? Like 2-3 years later. You know what I'm saying? When we got on the road and actually seen a different crowd, like we was way in Washington, D.C.
Wow.
We was way in Chicago.
We don't get fancy to it, so
Wow.
that just blew our mind. Cause we dropped out of high school going.
And every time we got off stage, we always got compliments and we never got booed. So I said, you know what? We got something.
Yeah, we never got booed.
Never got booed.
The whole tour.
Yeah.
Cause you remember Club Strawberries?
I remember that night.
Yeah, they're right at the Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Apocalypse the night before.
Right.
And they throw bottles and everything up there. If you and they spray the ground. If I'm serious.
Yeah.
And if you ain't, they don't like you, they gonna do all that. But they said they ain't go live, but they looked at us like,
y'all made it. Y'all made it through.
Cause a lot of times the way y'all rapping, as quick as y'all was rapping, a lot of times people can do that in the studio, but when it comes to live performances, they can't reproduce it.
Well, but see what we did, we used to actually train.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, man, we used to get up.
They got us a mirror, and they used to tell us to practice in that mirror.
Yes.
Wow.
We used to run hills and come back and say our verses.
Oh, so y'all was ahead of y'all time, see, because that's straight up. Because straight up,
They used to tell us that.
ain't nobody. I ain't never do nothing like that. I don't think no other groups out of Houston did. That's like some artist development on another level type thing, like building your stamina and all that. Because you got to get down. And Cook's still getting out there training. He ain't stopped. But the way y'all rap, with the fast pace, speeding up, slowing down, and the energy and all that, you gotta have stamina to be on stage spitting like that. And like you say, no backup, no rapping over the vocals and all that. No, none of that. So hey man, just hearing that, y'all was really y'all was ahead of y'all time on that, bro.
Appreciate
for
it.
For real indeed.
He really trained, man. I mean, the crowd was 8 to 8. I mean, 8 to 5.
Yeah.
Nothing but music to 8 to 5. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to after 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I was on the clock like a real jump.
Yeah. Bought us a pound, a pint.
Yeah, right.
Man, we young, we in that boy, right? Getting full.
Right.
But the thing I hated about that is that they ain't really let us do it how we wanted. That ain't not how we wrote.
No.
They changed up everything.
What you mean? What they
didn't have any control of?
Yeah,
because we was more raw. We was more raw.
That was gonna be a raw album.
That was a raw.
What is it that y'all wanted to do?
That's what I'm about to say.
That they didn't allow y'all to do.
First of all, they ain't let us do a song with Pharaoh.
Yeah.
There you go.
We wanted
corrupted minds. We had a whole song.
They just was the way we was rapping before we got there. They tried to make us change it up a little bit. They wanted more commercial.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they was building us up because they wanted us to compete with Bone Thugs at the time.
Yeah,
they was saying.
Yeah,
we competing with this group here, and it was like, man, we coming up once again from SPC and Killa Clan.
Yeah,
we all about we raw.
Right.
He trying to wrap your face up.
They try to polish it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Man, to not let y'all do a song with
Very hard.
Yeah, man.
That's just one song on the album. We can still make some radio songs, but you got to give me that one.
Yeah, we was disappointed, man.
Yeah.
Disappointed because Pharaoh really wanted to get on there too, man.
Yeah.
He really did, man.
Let me ask you this: was there any plans for a Killa Clan album?
Oh,
cause
we had
wow.
The Bomb Squad.
Bomb Squad, yeah. The Bomb Squad. That was
the first one.
Actually, we supposed to do the Bomb Squad, but when we did Life on the Streets, they changed the whole. They said, "Oh, we're gonna do the Fakkulty album." That's what happened.
Who came up with that hook?
We all came.
Which one?
Life on the Streets.
We all used it like picture.
I think for that one, Malik wrote the
damn
from the streets, it's too deep. Ain't no telling when the brother found like. And then V came up with the I want to make headlines.
So it's like we got so good, so good with each other that I can feel what he coming with.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Chemistry.
So so with the hooks, man, we all came together on the hooks. Man.
And we was trying to write, you know, as a group, we trying to write the hardest verse. You know what I mean? So,
Well, I think that's always gonna be a part of the group dynamic. It's like we call that a righteous competition. It's like, okay, because we used to say it all the time, and I told this story a billion times. Like when we would write our click song, or the SPC click song, we was all in the same room. So if I'm sitting over there writing my verse while the beat playing, and Cat sitting over there, in my mind, like, that ain't no telling what this is saying. Nip over there. It's like, man, I got to pull something out the heavens, you know, because you know it ain't no cheating. It's like once you go in the lab, or once that person reveal their verse, now you better not get caught trying to out. No. That's it. What you got to roll with, bro. So so I already understand that whole that mindset, but all it does is make the overall group better. It makes everybody better. Man.
I ain't know you wrote in front of people because you say you say seeing him right, seeing him compose is more rare than the sauce quite.
Look, that's now. One thing, look about cook and drink, man. No bars, they be hitting me with my bars and stuff. I don't even know it. It's like, man, you know what, I did say that. You know? This is my guys, man. This is my guys. But you know, y'all energy was on 10. You know, even back then, y'all brought a certain energy, you know, even different from Street. Street brought a lot of energy, but you know, they may have like a laid back side to them at times. But man, y'all just like
stage.
man, just getting it on. I want to go into Bam for a minute.
Let's do it.
Because Bam is a guy who really, the way things are moving now in Houston, it's up to us to kind of mention him because he's in that mode now where he kind of like almost starting to become forgotten. Yes, and for the people that don't know, they gonna miss out on knowing about another one of the great. Now you know he crazy as a Bessie boy. Definitely. But we love him, man.
That's that one in the family that we know he crazy.
Every day, the last few days, like, I ain't been asked.
Where? So where's Bam? He locked up. Okay.
He got 12. And he coming for parole. He up for parole right now.
Oh, that's beautiful, man.
One thing I say about Bam, man, his work ethic was off the roof, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be crazy, he might do, but when it come down to music and organizing and getting networking, you know what I'm saying? I think he was the best out the whole clique for us, because he used to come with deals and man, I got this, you know, okay, I mean, he gonna network, and he got the gift of gab, man.
Yeah. Now Bam was a boss. You know what I'm saying? Bam was a boss. He would teeter back and forth between the music and his vices and all that, but we loved him regardless. You know, Bam was around me many years. I know. That's my guy. So, you know, just to hear, you know, that he doing all right, and hopefully he can come home and get it together. But see,
he'll be all right this time.
Yeah, he better.
I remember in the neighborhood when Bam came out and he had that "fuck the police." Oh man, it was in the neighborhood, boy. Them boys used to spin Malik, spinning that shit the hell out. That's why it tripped me out when I found out through y'all that he was rapping. Yeah, I've been around this guy since middle school.
Hey, but you gotta understand, he died at 20.
Yeah,
and that album was old raps.
Wow.
That raps we did 3 years prior.
Yeah.
So just imagine, because. Man,
that dude, that was so. Man, I ain't gonna lie, he was so nice with that pen. People ain't even get to see. Like the way they made us do that album. I remember I used to be mad.
Yeah,
like, man, I didn't get a chance to see how raw Malik really was. That man is
man. You know, and then to think about, cause we talk about the impact that people would have had they lived. Like we talked about Screw the other week and all that. Like, what do y'all think Malik's trajectory would have been had he still been here right now? Because he went so early, man. His development and all that.
He been because Screw loved Malik.
Yeah,
I mean, man, before rest in peace, Screw. I seen Screw when he was standing in Quail Valley Man, you know the screw. They used to lock the door. They didn't want to pick because screw them on nobody coming in the store while you chopping. Anyway, he came and told me, man, in my face. He said, man, because Malik had passed away, and he was like, man, I want to screw the whole Fakkulty album because of Malik.
Yeah.
And and he really did. Malik was his favorite artist.
Man, he said he wanted to screw the whole album.
Yeah, he was.
And that's one thing he never did to anybody's album.
Yeah, he told me personally, man, we was in the store, cause he get me confused with Lil Flea. Like the first one he seen me say, Lil Flea, no, it's a Lil V.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, man, but his Malik, he was like, man, he really was hurt for Malik passed. Man. And like, Malik was, me personally, I think he would have been like on a big poker in those type steps.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because his delivery.
I think he would have been your little apprentice.
Yeah. Oh man, he could came on. Come on.
Man. Yeah, man. He his wordplay, man.
Yeah.
How hard of a blow was it after he passed to the group?
It's hurting us now.
Yeah.
Man,
I was locked up. I took that real hard.
I'm still taking it hard, man. I dream about him you know how he appears in my dreams.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what that be about. Yeah. Man, Malik came. He came in my dreams so many times. Yeah, and it be so real.
Yeah. Man.
Every time the conversation, I don't know what the fuck it be.
Yeah.
Time the conversation be like, nigga thought you was out of there. Nigga thought you was dead. Thought you was gone. It be that's how real it be. Right there.
Right.
Like it really be him, man.
Wow.
It be tripping me out.
So
man, I'm gonna have to study on that.
I'm serious.
For both of y'all to be saying the same thing.
And we ain't even ever just
Yeah. And it's that vivid like that. It's that clear like that.
Cause see, Malik was a little bit older than I was, but he rode our bus. Since middle school, he rode the bus. He was, I think, 2 or 3 grades older than us. But it was funny because on the bus, it was only about 3 color shades. Me, Malik, and the dude named Tyrone. Yeah. We was only what you call Akon blacks up in that bad boy. And then Malik used to be these big old gold nuggets. And he had me popping them. Man, I miss that boy, man, because he be one of the ones where if they picking on you, that's why I always cut for Malik.
He wasn't no bully.
Yeah, if they picking on you, he'd go bully the bully. Yeah.
He was, man.
Man, that's an amazing thing. Yeah, we got the Fakkulty up there.
Yes, sir.
And they're getting all this history. I'm learning stuff that I didn't know. So at the time when the first album dropped, what was like the y'all went through Southwest Wholesale like all the rest of us and all that?
Wholesale. Yeah, we was in a deal with Relativity.
Yeah,
and J.O. turned it down because he felt like that we can get more out of it being a solo, being an independent.
Yeah.
But man, we shoot.
He turned down Priority too.
Wow.
$2 million deal.
What? Hold on now.
Yeah.
Okay, well let me ask y'all this though. So not knowing the business, because just keep it real, but we didn't need it. None of us. We was all learning. This is on the job training for everybody. But did y'all know that it was a $2 million deal on the table at the time, or y'all found that out later?
We found out later.
Okay, because if y'all would have known at that time,
we would have pressed him.
Yeah. See, because one thing we know now is that a lot of times when those labels give us those record deals, that money is recoupable. They're gonna get it back. But when it's that amount, I'm gonna take my chances.
Man, they told us 100,000 automatically sold.
Right. I was yeah. See, so y'all had shipped.
I'm gonna tell you, he go to twist to it though. Jay was listening to Draper. Draper told him don't take the deal. Try to sell some more records and come back and get $5 million, and he messed the deal up.
But see, Draper and them had already done that. Yeah. We trying to get there. Yeah,
Draper should have left us alone,
man. Yeah, that's a hard pill to swallow because I remember this friend of mine, a brother of mine, he was talking about record deals and this was long after I had already learned the evils of the industry and all that. And I was like, man, we ain't worried about no deal. He said, man, if a label come along and want to give you $1 million, $2 million, $500,000, he say, this is exact word. He say, we'll take the reparations.
Wow.
He's just like, so I was like, that's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Right. Because the things that we could have done with the money is going to be far more beneficial to just trying to hold out and wait.
Yeah.
A bird in the hand beat
Exactly.
nothing any day.
Man.
So if you can get that little break, yeah. So that's why I asked y'all, did y'all know in the midst of it or y'all found out?
No,
later?
we didn't know the midst.
What do y'all think y'all could have did different if y'all knew to press him?
We'd have dropped the album another album.
I would have been like,
Yeah.
man, I ain't doing shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna take that money. I'm
Right.
gonna go over there about. We would have got.
That's what I'm saying. We did
Right.
another album either with you or we going somewhere else to do it.
Yeah.
That's I felt that we was wanted like that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? We didn't know.
Yeah.
We didn't know.
And then I guess to in fairness to J.O.,
Yes.
he probably felt like he was trying to go for the bigger prize.
He had $2 million.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
spent a pretty penny on our project.
Yeah,
So,
but respect. I mean, but yeah, that's a tough one, man, because that's life changing money. You know, especially at that time. This in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
See, $2 million to get you there now. And only rich people will say, "Oh, that's not no money." And, okay, I understand what you mean in the grand scheme of things. It's not no money, but you know, coming from the mud and then just trying to reach a goal that you've been wanting to reach, to do things for your family and all
Yes,
that.
sir.
Yeah, man, you come on with that. Let me get that about you,
Oh,
bro.
man, it'll work.
Yeah.
It'll work. Trust me.
Especially when you had to break it up.
Yeah.
So that been right around.
And we was hungry then, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you feed the beast, man.
Right,
We were
right.
supposed to get them. We supposed to get them beats from Dre.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dre
5 beats from
Dre
Dre.
offered us 5. I mean, not offered us, but he was finna give us 5 beats.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah,
Went
we do all
against that and
Yeah.
decided to get a show with Pop for us.
Yeah.
Went down there with Suge.
Yeah.
Took
And
that.
then, you know, big ball and threw 50 on the table. Suge had one that people grabbed at and that 50 was gone.
Man, it's a nine.
No nothing.
Talking about he'll be down there.
We could have just got the 5 beats from Dre. That could have been another way, you know,
Yeah.
since we already fucking priority deal off.
Yeah. See,
A lot of mistakes.
so yeah. So it's times in the game. It's times where you got to know when to play the long game
Yeah.
and when to go on and move on it in the moment.
Yeah.
And sometimes that it be off. Like say, okay, in the beginning when it was time to move on it with the $2 million, we thinking long game.
Yeah.
But then in the other situation, we should have been thinking long game. We're like, let's get the show with Pac. Yeah. It be so many artists in the industry, man, throughout history that one or two little zigzags left and right change the whole thing. I've been there, man. I got so many things on the table. I'll be like, man, Kate, that happened in '98. You can't trip on that. No.
Yeah.
But you humor it.
And I think about it all the time.
Yeah.
I really do. Sometimes I really sit back and say, man, what if? What if? You know, but, you know.
But the beauty of it is, you know, y'all had a name because I'm telling you what I know. Y'all name was circulating heavy at the time in the game. So I tell people, even when the money goes, like if you ever had the money and lost it, which a lot of us have, if you got a name, you got a redo, you got a shot to get back out because they know your name.
Yeah.
So you get out there and start putting yourself back in the air.
Yeah.
People will respond.
Yeah, not only do they know the name, they know the product. They know the level of product. Yeah, because I remember when it came out, we was jamming the sampler. Remember the sample that y'all put out, the little tape?
Talking about what was the Mac?
Yeah.
The Mac. We did like a little something like the Mac show. Yeah, man. But I can honestly say he tried to move it like a major label.
Yeah.
You know, we got to really understand how a label moves, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Instead of just now where you just can get on a computer and you're an artist. It wasn't like that back then.
Yeah.
You know, we actually had to grind and get out there hands-on, you know, passing out tapes. You know, we did all that.
Right.
Did all.
It's a training ground.
There you go.
Because you know, shout out, you know, Robert Gilliman just passed about a week ago. And a lot of things that a lot of the artists that people know from Houston in particular, but in the southern region and all that, just outside of the state of Texas, is because we went through Southwest Wholesale, the one-stop distribution company, and Robert was the head of that. Now, you know, we all had our little disagreements with him about things, but at the end of the day, you know, he still was a catalyst for a lot of us to get our stuff out there. And when you got major labels that was only giving pennies on the dollar per sale, we were still getting that $8-9 a unit from Southwest and and spots like that. So I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's always some good that we can pull out of it, man. So let's fast forward, because I know a lot of guys done solos and stuff like that, man. What was the mindset going into solo? Had y'all transitioned out of like, say, okay, the group dynamic, and what was the difference in your mindset as like, I'm gonna be a Fakkulty solo artist, or I'm gonna find my identity as Cook, as V? How was the mindset once you decided to do it on your own?
Man, I think for a long while, the passing of Malik just had everybody just discombobulated, man. Because especially for me, because we started as a group, so we wasn't on no solo. It was just us.
Right.
So when he passed, I was locked up when he passed. So we got out of it. Everything was just all over the place.
I think like you said, it just, my mind frame was, I was just so out of there, man. I felt like I got away from it, because I felt like that major piece, we needed it. With actually, we could have, we should have stepped, forward, but it took us 2 years to really just, go back, not saying normal, but just proceed, man, because I'm telling you that loss, I ain't want to do nothing.
Yeah, I ain't want to do nothing with no rapping, none of that.
That's how hard, because you gotta understand, when death, say for instance, when you hang with somebody every day or be with somebody every day, it hurt worse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, we ate, we slept, we did everything together.
Especially if it's sudden.
Yes.
If somebody's sick, then you know it's coming, but
So
we the Fakkulty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That part was the Fakkulty. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like,
right.
it's like Nut. Like, you know what I mean? The same thing. They, Street felt the same thing, man. Like,
would y'all consider, I'm just a random question, would y'all consider Malik as the leader of the group, or like the glue of the group, or how would it?
We could
I would definitely say with the glue.
Yeah.
The
for
glue.
sure.
We never had no leaders.
Yeah.
I never wanted to have somebody to be the leader.
Right.
If anybody gonna listen to anybody, everybody gonna listen to Malik.
Yeah.
He was a young
say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing, man. That's amazing. So tell me this, because we all come from the same era, basically. What do y'all see? And I'm gonna let both of y'all answer this. What's the differences in the game then compared to what y'all see how it is now?
Hands on.
Yeah.
Hands on, man. Really going out to city to city, talking to your fans, communicating with your fans. I think hands on, man. It's not right now. Everybody on the phone,
right? Right.
So I think hands on to me.
Yeah.
Now, you can't even get no CD out no more.
Man. I'm missing. We all in out there. I'm missing CD. I feel
it ain't nothing when a K Reno come give me a CD and I see K Reno. K Reno gave me a CD.
Man.
You gonna cherish that for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? If you're a true fan, man.
I only bought like 2 albums from him in the store. The rest I got straight from him.
That's when it's a difference. But now, now I just think it's more like I say, I like everybody trying to express they self, but it seems like it's more easy to be an artist now.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to say you got to put in the work, but I'm saying somebody wake up tomorrow morning, they're artists.
Yeah. My grandma artist.
Yeah.
I'm talking about it can't rap worth the lick.
As far as our region go, I ain't talking about New York, LA. I'm talking about down here, H-Town, or the southern region, where we did go through the distribution companies. A lot of people, of course, transitioned over to the digital side. That's just what it is. But do y'all think that the digital side kind of hurt the money for artists once the physical copies was removed, because like I was just saying, when you go through the distribution with the physicals, and the way we do it independently, you getting $8-9 a unit.
Exactly.
Now the streams are paying so little that even I would think it's harder. Like if we were just starting now, man, we'd be really roaching.
We're in trouble.
Put that
We're in trouble.
So we'd really be roaching. Yeah,
Man.
It's absolutely harder now. Like that streaming, man, like that's crazy.
And then people attention
20 times to get $1.
yeah. And you said earlier that the project had shipped or sold, had 100,000 sold already.
Yes.
So that's almost $1 million generated through distribution. If y'all was going through a Southwest or something, that's $800,000-900,000.
Come on.
You get 100,000 streams now. I can probably reach in my pocket and pay y'all for that.
Yeah, for real.
Man, that's cold blooded, man.
Man, the
my
game been
goodness.
twisted, man.
Yeah, that's tough, man. That's a harder hustle.
So
now.
coming from how do you generate the money? Like, you know, what they
You don't. that's my opinion. It's like the money, artist money is generated now through other avenues, where you performances, merchandise,
Gotcha.
all these different things. That's how you basically get your bread up now. But you got to wear so many hats, which is cool. But you got to do so many things. Music alone is not going to sustain even a popular mainstream artist because they getting burnt on the streaming revenue. It's the same all the way across the board. So you saw where Snoop put that he had over 1 billion streams and only had generated $45,000. Now this Snoop.
That's Snoop.
So what chance do we got? You know. So I mean, it's a hard thing to do, man. You got to come out. We got to come out with the K-Reno action figure. We gotta have the K-Reno special edition loads.
K-Reno Black Book.
All that, you know.
One time there's letters on there, open it again, they disappear.
Look, Cook gotta come out. This is the cookbook. He gotta have recipes. He gotta be showing how to make eggplant parmesan. You gotta do all kind of different stuff to generate money outside of music, because just the industry figured out a way to set it up to where they're gonna generate, which they always have, but they generate billions off the streams. And it used to be where they would make billions and pay us millions. They make billions and pay you thousands.
That's a crap.
Yeah.
So they got it set up good for themselves.
Yeah.
Now, when you have forced to do all of that, do you think that messes up the artistry?
I think so. Me personally, I think because I'm a type of person, man, where I don't like just to put out anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like Maxwell. I take 5 years to put out an album.
Yeah.
Because I want to be, you know, I ain't saying perfect, but now since the streams now, people putting out songs like this.
Yeah.
You know, just anything. You know what I mean? Just to keep it relevant. You know, and I think they not sitting back and making wholesome like music that's gonna last, man.
Yeah.
You know, man, music not lasting right now.
And they probably put it out so much just to keep something coming in, just to keep the crumbs coming
Exactly.
in.
Yeah.
They trying to turn the crumbs and combine them into a cake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let me ask both of y'all this. So, because I know back in the days, like I said, we was hungry, bro. We was like, and this mean we would do this for free.
Yes, man.
What's the difference now in between the love that y'all had for not the industry, because the industry had distorted all that. The love that y'all had for the art form then compared to now, is it the same? Is it like now? Is it?
It's the same. It's the same for. I love creating.
Yeah.
So me, it's the same. It's just not the results. Not the same.
Yeah.
That's what I want to say.
What about you,
I
Killa?
don't like it. I don't like how they,
Right.
Yeah, I don't like it, man. It just need to go back how it used to be. I don't like it, man.
Do that affect your creativity, like your motivation?
No,
No, it really don't.
Right.
Too cold.
Really
It
don't.
don't fit them. Trust.
See, because my thing always, you go through minds, you go through a mindset sometime where you just feel like, man, I'm breaking my nutsack trying to conquer all this stuff, but it's not being appreciated or it's not being heard on the level it need to be heard on.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of block that out just to say, I'ma still do it for the people who are rap, because it is an audience. It's people out there right now that waiting on another faculty project. Like, come on, man, where y'all at?
Right here.
Yeah, right. Like, because what y'all fed them 30 years ago, they still eating off of it.
Man.
It's like, how you got a drumstick, you still eating it's like the meat growing back.
Yeah.
So it's always something that, you know, we like to keep in mind just with the fans, man. Like, you know, we don't want to leave them hanging in limbo and just let them hear me on something.
Yeah.
Let us hear me. That's a hard thing to do. But the industry, we got to compartmentalize and say, forget the industry.
Yeah.
Focus on the art.
On the art.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm mad with it. Ken.
Yeah.
I'm with it. I think music, I think you shouldn't not putting out anything, just anything.
Yeah.
I think you really supposed to put your mind and soul to it, man.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a song about twerking. Hey, put your mind, I'm just going, because he told me one time, about 3-4 years ago, like, remember, he was like, man, you see how he came in on them rapping? He said, man, you lazy. And that's what it is.
I did tell him. I say.
I mean, but it's the truth, because
I think
you'll write a bar and be like,
writer.
I'm just gonna finish. I want to finish.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, B, you being lazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
and I think that's what it. That's
that's good game though.
That's positive.
Yeah.
That's good game.
And that's what you want, a group member or a friend, my cousin.
That's a fact.
That's what I want you to tell me.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we don't detect our own slippage, you know, and sometimes you do get tired. You're like,
I just want to finish.
yeah, it just, and then you don't never want to get yourself to the point where you just start going cat in the hat on these boys.
Man.
Tired. If you get that tired, close it up for the night, go to bed, and hit that boy fresh in the next day. Because guess what? The people are the fan base is so intelligent, man.
Man.
They know, and if you already done set a standard, you curse by that standard.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to. It ain't no going down. It ain't no explaining. Man, I've been doing this for 30 years.
Yeah.
No, you shouldn't have gave it to us like you did.
Yeah.
That's why we almost signed with like 3 different labels.
Yeah.
They couldn't match what we wanted.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? We was on this level. So you're gonna have to come at this level. You feel what I'm saying? And that's a good example.
Yeah, one of them was Beatbox Records.
Yeah.
Bullshit ass Richard.
Man.
Nah, Richard tried to get over on us, man. That contract was supposed to be for 1 year. It was for 5. He tried to get us. And you owe us some money.
Man.
My money.
Look, this big again.
My money.
And you know, the game is crazy, man. You know, but I'm glad that y'all have laid y'allself a foundation to where, in my opinion, y'all are one of the names that still get mentioned, even though I feel like y'all don't get mentioned enough.
Yeah.
You know, do y'all ever kind of had that feeling in y'all mind where it's like, man, we are underrated?
Oh man.
And if so, is it a result of how we was handled? Or is it a result of maybe it's something that we could have did better too?
Both.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
both.
you know how a lot of people, like mostly everybody, you know, when they give homage, they don't say his name for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we made some noise.
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it. 14,000 the first week.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I don't think.
go ahead.
Man, we made some noise.
Yeah.
You know, we said we lit the city and kept it lit for a second, man, and they don't talk about
But
it.
we was the first actual group to travel in I'm talking about troubled waters.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, man, we was out there with people wearing Timberlands.
Y'all got dropped in the grease.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey man, I think we were pioneers a little bit in that aspect where people from New York start saying, well, hey man, they got some artists down there in Houston.
Let me say this before I forget. You know, I'm my old age kicking. You said 14,000 the first week.
First week.
Bro. People ain't doing
Man,
them
right
numbers now. Straight up. And 14 physical copies. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's what. Let me see, 8 times.
Yeah, see,
8, that's almost $100,000.
Yeah.
In a week, you know what I'm saying? So you got people working on regular jobs that's making 25, 30 a year.
Yeah.
You know, that's the beauty of this music. But back to what V was saying, because I want to ask y'all this as well. Like, you're just now starting to kind of see rap groups coming back in hip hop.
Yes.
At that time, the rap group was a big thing. And if they was to, in my opinion, if they was to list a top 5 or 10 rap groups to come out of the city of Houston, it'll be a tragedy if the faculty ain't on there. In my opinion.
Man, they don't put us.
They don't put us on that.
well, maybe they don't, but
Well,
I know. Like you said,
Say it. In most cities, man, the faculty. This is the reason why we love the faculty, because it's no one that looks like the same. There's no sound the same. You got Walter that sound like a baby mystical. You got you that just you flipping it. And when it comes pound to pound, man, we had barbershop talks about cooking. We had barbershop talks about cooking. I mean, goddamn. When it comes to him, and we used to always say it's funny that y'all didn't get a chance to do one with Pharaoh, because we used to always say it sounds kind of just like that on Pharaoh. So when you said that, to hear y'all two going back to back at that time in the prime, and then when me and Kay was at Screw Day. We see you still got it cooked. Stop playing.
No doubt about it, man.
Nah, I think
I tried.
Yeah, I think he won the top. Me, if I put my money on it, I put my money on Cook.
Man, y'all are greatness, and sometimes it takes the grassroots to validate us. You know, you're not gonna always get it from the big wigs. That like the saying that they use now, that if you know, you know. Y'all are a perfect example that if you know, you know. Like, people know what it is, man. Those who were there. The problem that not just y'all, but a lot of artists have as time go on and these new generations start to come up, that information and that history gets swallowed up. So it got to be through people like us and other people with platform to bring the attention. Hold on, man, y'all forgetting about somebody. We not gonna let y'all be buried or written out of history, because the people in power, and they are the ones who control who's supposed to be. We gonna put y'all on this anniversary. We gonna put y'all in there, and it's always gonna be some of the realest ones that get left off and slighted. But not on our watch. That's straight up. I mean that.
The frustrating part, like I say, I be seeing when they be like, who started, not started, but who the main groups that came out. I mean, and they don't even mention. But.
But see, that could be reversed though. You know, because we get the same thing. You know, when they start talking about all this stuff, they say all these different things. You know, South Park Coalition, we don't get mentioned a lot. Now, we do sometimes, but it be the same scenario. So somebody told me a long time ago, and say, man, okay, well, you know what? Sometimes blowing your own horn is the only way you're gonna hear some music. So don't be ever feel shame about it. Hold on, but what about us? We was one in '94. We did this. In '98 we did. Let people know. And then they go back and dig into their history. Then they'll find out what it really is. Because we ain't operating with a machine behind it. We never had. We've been underground. We embraced being underground. We still do to this day. You know, but the cons to that is, okay, well, maybe we didn't have that single that everybody know. Maybe we didn't have, but that don't discredit nothing or take away from nothing that we did. You know what I'm saying? And y'all did a lot for this city, bro. Y'all did a lot for this city.
That's all we did.
A lot for Mo City.
Most definitely Mo City.
No question about it.
Mo City, man.
The stories that y'all was telling us, just going on the road and all that, man, that alone is some good history, man. Some good history. See, if ever a real documentary get made about the history of rap in this city, then that's the story. Y'all's story has got to be one of the main chapters that get implemented into that. You know, because we ain't mad. See, every time somebody pass away or stuff like that. Now everybody want to start digging them up.
Yeah.
Nah, man. We don't play like that, bro. We don't play like that.
Yeah.
So
Cause like I was saying, piggyback on that, like I was saying, we was out there by ourselves, man. It wasn't nobody. I'm talking about we was the only Houston group, right?
Yeah.
On that tour. I mean, you had UGK, you had MJG 8-Ball, Mac Mall, Lil Half Dead.
I was on the tour.
some hard hitters.
MC Light.
Yeah.
So we was the only group that, you know, coming off the porch.
Yeah.
And then I felt like we got it where people was like from all the way from like Tennessee up where they was like, who is this group? No, we know how they dressing. Cause you gotta understand, it's a true story. Bring a Buckshot from New York.
Yeah.
Buckshot and this little group. We all was in the same hotel together.
Yeah.
So Malik, we all could start stuff. You know, we ball fade.
H-Town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we open up the elevator. They start laughing at us. They thought we were clowns because we was so starched up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't understand that culture.
Right.
But we brung that. You know what I'm saying? Well, we had Rap Sheet, one of the #1 magazines, came way down here because of us.
Yeah.
Look at that. Man.
Yeah, to interview us because they were so intrigued. Like, you know, where did this group come from? You know, they seen the Suburban with the flip-flop paint.
Yeah.
They ain't seen that before. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We were #2 on the radio in Chicago tonight.
Wow. I remember y'all video when y'all came out with them sweats.
Yeah, we did a lot of damage. We did a lot of damage outside of Houston that people really don't know. That we Bloods on them. We got a 16 passenger, man. We just rolled.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Chicago, man, because they always have shown love for H-Town from the Ghetto Boys and to us. And then now to hear you say y'all was #2 in Chicago on the radio, it's like, where was the Houston radio?
Yeah, man.
You know, so
we riding out Chicago. They got us on the billboard with Crucial Conflict and Immature. You know what I'm saying? We seeing that down here.
Nothing.
We got a paint on and color on Scott. Come on, man.
On side of the
a prophet has no honor in his own land. You know, and that's the thing. Sometimes you got to step outside of the lines to be respected within them.
Exactly.
And but the content, man. Did y'all ever sit around and kind of craft what type of rappers y'all was gonna be, or did it kind of just like organically, like we just speaking about what we know?
Man, man.
More organic what we listening.
Yeah.
Cause my thing, the storytelling.
Yeah.
I feel that you're a complete rapper if you storytell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? By that black book, the Stories in the South Park, that was our #1 song. And I felt like, you know, that to me, you know, storytelling, man.
Well, the reason I asked that because we was all young, and I know y'all was young, but the music and the content that y'all was speaking on, it can still ride today. So it's either you just naturally got that instilled, like, man, we just speaking on our condition and what it is, and it stood the test of time, or some people will say, man, this the kind of artist I'm gonna be. So it's a blessing that y'all decided to step on the side of realness and compose of that, because you could have went commercial. We all could have came up with some. Let me make a little dance. We all could have did that, but it go against the grain of who we are as an artist and a creator, man.
Yeah, and at that time, what would y'all mindset at that? Because when you go back to today and listen to Southern Hostility, how they flipped that Southern hospitality into something that you crackers and
Oh, we was mad. That's K. That's from K, man. Man. We was on there. We was on K time then. For real.
So back then, that, you know, 94, 95, it was racial. It was racial. It was serious.
Malik got a hard one on there. He's trying to lock me in.
And see, Malik is like more to get us on that subject. I will say that. What? Yeah, like when James Byrd got killed, he called me and was like, "Hey man, we gotta do something about James Byrd."
Oh my goodness, bro,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That Jasper burning?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, G-Rap did the beat. It was on that Military Minds.
Man, shout out to G-Rap too,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Another
Shout out to
underrated
G-Rap, bro.
Man.
producer and artist out of the city.
G-Rap, man, he gave us our first actual beat.
Yeah.
As a group, you know, he gave us a beat. We rapped on this track. So
Man, and the thing is, at a young age, if you're talking about 94, 95, like you just mentioned, bro, I was 24, 25.
Wow.
So I know y'all younger than me, so y'all had to be what?
17, 18. Well, I was 18, 19
Yeah.
when we did the album.
Yeah.
And it was 18.
Turned 18.
Turned
He
18.
got off the tour.
Cause Malik was 7. They had
he
to
was
sign.
17.
And the reason why I was bringing that up is because for y'all to be in tune to that climate, that social climate with the James Byrd, 94 is probably 2 or 3 years after Rodney King and all the different things that was going on. It would be a beautiful thing to see current artists that's in that same age group being more focused on the current events and topics of the day, man. It's just different, man.
And them the artists I listen to.
Yeah.
You know, that's conscious like that. I mean, you know, I listen to all artists, but I'm more into, like you say, I listen to the word, man, because that's where we came from.
Yeah.
It always seemed to me that y'all was like young grandfathers or something. Like when you hang around, Flea.
Call me little
Yeah,
man.
yeah, you hang around Flea. Flea back then was talking stuff that most of these people now is just getting on to.
Flea really was our leader, you know, because he had a son at the time, and he was first when I seen somebody that was a father.
Wow. Yeah, that young. Yeah,
man, because you don't see that come from the hood, man, and he really was a father, man. So that you know, we learned from that too, because all of us got kids, man, and he the reason why we take care of our kids now, man.
Seen that example.
Yeah.
Yeah, it remind me of this line that Rose said. He said, "Street military is my father."
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of this music have raised us. Like even if in the absence of an actual physical father, it's so many jewels that been dropped through this rap song that, like, okay, I can eat off that, and that can help me become a man or help me become a woman, you know. Because, you know, because I mean, a lot. See, that's the thing. Like, them lyrics was hard, brother. But we had a lot of female fans. That was like, look, we had a lot of females that was rapping hard, like, like it's crazy, like
Les Money.
yeah. Oh man,
Come on, man.
Reload. Come on, man. Bullet and Reload, man. Yeah, Fat Cat Dilemma and all.
Man.
Hard rapping.
No, was hard too.
Yeah, man. So y'all influence have been impactful. Y'all have made an impact on this game, bro. Yeah. And you know, if you plant a seed in freaking Nebraska and then you drive back to Houston, you may not ever see what that seed became, but you pass through that now, it's a big tree or you know,
tree.
So, you know, we can't never dismiss, you know, what we did. Are y'all still working on stuff today? Any stuff going on? Maybe not even as a group, but just individual.
Yeah, I love music, man. So I'm never gonna stop that. You know, my thing is I'm not in a rush. You know, I'm not in a big rush, but I got songs. I write.
Yeah.
I still, you know, I got videos and everything. I'm always gonna be active in that part.
Yeah,
but like I say, I'm not finna just put anything out, and I'm not finna just. I'm not doing it for the money.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. The money good, but I still want to have love and passion for it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I at least keep an album tucked away
in the hole. I know KOO was working on some stuff.
Yeah, I'm working.
I'm supposed to be jumping on something.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just got some more beats in, about 30 of them. You know, I'm about to send you one.
Let's get on.
Well, yeah, I'm working on my solo, man, with Ro, man. On this one deep time, so. Yeah, it's coming along, and it's gonna be dropping real soon too.
But you got anything left, Cuso?
Yeah, I was gonna let V get out of his fencing business.
Yeah,
talk about that for a second.
Yeah, man. If y'all want to get y'all fences done, man, I've been in business for 10 years. Like I say right now, man, it's the prices are jacked high. I still keep my normal prices, man. It's affordable, so man, you can reach me at 281-905-5538. Like I say, man, I'll take care of you, man. I really will.
I let them do one of them on one of my properties. I'll be flipping. Boy, I did the thing, man.
I'm glad you brought that up too, Keisto, because that's I guess I'll make this my last. What was it like for y'all to not transition out of rap, but as life start getting in the way, and it's like, okay, well, rap might not be getting done for right now, start to do other things. Because I know you got your business successful thing you're doing, and then now you coming with the fences and all that. Like, was that something that just like a realization, or was it just like, hey man, I love this, so I gotta do what I gotta do?
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You gotta love. I had to love it.
Yeah.
The realization, like, I gotta find something, man. I gotta find something for, music. That's all I know. But I said this right here is gonna pay the bills,
right?
And something that I'm my own boss, and that's what I felt. And
V be hoping that a hurricane hit y'all. Make that man. No, I just laugh. Hope y'all get towed out. It's in a hurricane, but on the cool cook, like you coming out of prison, bro. I saw your ride. I want you to, if you can, talk to any of our brothers or sisters that might be coming out of prison that feel like I ain't gonna have no opportunities. Ain't no way I can ever establish myself in this society coming from where I come from, because you done it. You doing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the best advice I can give them is do like you did when you was locked up, and have some patience. That's the main thing. People get out here and everything else moving fast past them. People got Jordans and all these cars and everything, and you want to jump in the game so fast. It ain't that easy. You got to be patient and take your time. That's what's gonna get you there. That's what I did. I was patient. I took my time, and I got there.
Yeah, and incarceration is involuntary patience, but freedom represents you have to have self-imposed patience. Like I got so that's some hell of a words, man. Yeah, that's a good one. Well, bro, man, look, we love y'all, man, and we appreciate everything y'all have contributed to this game, and we're gonna make sure that anytime we got the opportunity to raise y'all up and put y'all on the pedestal, that's what we gonna do, because y'all deserve it. We ain't gonna let y'all get rolled out.
And just let you know from over here, Most City pride is fucking about it. Man, real talk. I mean, standing tough. But before we go, let them know how they can get hold to you.
Oh man,
social media or whatever.
Yeah, you can get at me for Sean Jermaine Williams on Facebook, and on Instagram you get a VFact21, and TikTok, same thing. It's Vito 21, and like I say, man, I'm just trying to keep it moving, man, with the fencing, and like I say, I'm still doing the music too, so you can reach me over right there.
All right,
you can reach me on Facebook at Cooko Bravo, KOOKO Bravo, and on Instagram it's Cooko Baby, KKOO. KKO.
Hey, well, this been a fun one, man. This been a good one, man. I learned so much from my brothers, and again, we appreciate y'all so much for coming through to the Underground Dialogue Podcast, where the name speaks for itself. It's your big brother K Reno
and your boy Keisto.
We out. Yes, sir. Man, it's your big brother K Reno, and check this out, man. The Underground Dialogue Podcast is offering advertising opportunities, man. You can promote your business, you can promote your video, your song, whatever it is that you have, man. Reach out to us if you're interested in promoting on the Underground Dialogue Podcast. All you gotta do is email us at undergrounddialoguepodcast@gmail.com. Get it. What up, man? It's your big brother K Reno. I'm proud to announce that I'm a new brand ambassador to this new brand of clothing and shoes called Volage. Y'all make sure that y'all support this. It's already available. Houston-based company, straight out the A's. Look at the quality of the packaging itself. We ain't even got to the shoes yet, man. And this is just one pair of shoes, one design. They got all kinds of dope designs of shoes that you guys can choose from. Go to volage.biz and find your order, find what you want. Wide selection to choose from, male and female items, and I'm proud to be a part of it, man. community workers, versatile products, bollards, manufactured in Italy. Look at the quality of this box. Y'all don't know. Catch y'all later on. Peace.
Level legit clothes, so get used to people asking you, yo, where you get those? Say we wear Volas. We showing up. We wear Volas. Next brand blowing up. We wear Volas. Get yours tried on. We wear Volas. World when you got it on. We wear Volas. The slogan we go by. The streets to the streets, we accommodate both sides. So many fresh styles attractive to your eyes. So we gon' put them on and let the whole world know why. We wear Volas. Get yours tried on. We wear Volas. World when you got it on. We wear Volas. The slogan we go by. The streets to the streets, we accommodate both sides. So many fresh styles attractive to your eyes. So we gon' put them on and let the whole world know why. We wear Volas. Get yours tried on. I wonder if they ready. They ain't ready to have this conversation. Or these kind of conversations. But guess what? We gon' have them anyway. Underground dialogue. We gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are. Do we bow? Not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. Underground dialogue. We gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are. Do we bow? Not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. From the industry to the Oval Office, we expose the darkest motives of them all and disclose what the protocol is. Thinking and moving logical, stopping every maneuver possible, and apologizing for truth is not optional. We gon' help you with what you go through, reshape and mold you, and sweep over them weak lies they told you. If you living with no clue, we gon' deprogram the old you, and you get to keep your soul too.